That was a good start. Hi, welcome. I'm ever so sorry about that. At last minute, I saw a comment and thought, I know, I'm going to run and get something. So I rushed off to get it, and I rushed back, and obviously I forgot also to unmute my mic. So hi and welcome, everybody. I'm really glad you're here. I would like to start the show by saying hello and welcome, and also shout out and thank you to anybody who watches on the replay crew. Your comments are really appreciated, and you're a valuable part of the conversation. I reply to all the comments that arrive after the show. But also, if you are going to watch the replay, if you've waited for it to upload, you can swipe left, and then it gives you the option to rewatch the live chat as it happens during the live stream. So you can feel a part of the conversation that way as well. And as always, it's really, really important that our community gets on so well, and we have such a wonderful, helpful spirit between us, and we grow together. So thank you for joining me, and have your say in the comments. That's really important too. Again, if you want to ask any questions, ask them either in all caps or start your comment with a capital QQQ. It makes it easier for me to spot them. So I am going to go to the comments in a minute, but I have to, because I was just spotted. I'm going to see if I can find the comment. There we go. So I will say hello to everybody in a minute. This was the comment that made me rush off and fetch something. So it said, hello from Chicagoland. This is Robin Gardens. Drizzle overcast, perfect day for to potting up with something I did the other day, but I didn't get to everything. I didn't get to one tray. And it made me think, because I know Robin Gardens has spoken about before delphiniums. And these are one of the things I didn't get to. This is my tray of delphiniums. These are Atlantic blue. And I was like, I'm quite proud of how they've turned out, but they do need to be potted on, which is why I thought of that. I thought I will show you my delphiniums. Yeah, and those, they needed cold stratifying, but I think I sprinkled the seed on the surface and just covered lightly with vermiculite. But yes, those are done really, really, really well. So I'm pleased. That's why I was a little bit behind myself, because I also went, oh, I'm going to go get those and show off. Why not? Oh yeah, what a week it's been. I'm already looking scruffy. I did brush my hair before I started. It's been such a phenomenal week. Our weather has been absolutely glorious. I really hope wherever you are, whether that's in the UK or elsewhere, that your weather has been fortunate for you. We've had temperatures ranging from early morning, about 10 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. I'm very sorry. Up to about 24, 25 and a nice warm sunny afternoon, which I think is about the mid 70s, which is a really pleasant outdoor temperature to be. We've been really, really lucky. And of course, I've been run off my feet, really, really busy, because there are so many new animals on the farm, and because they're babies, they take a lot more care. So there's lots of feeding bottles to prepare and to wash, and there are so many feeds in a day that have to happen. And of course, with the weather the way it is, that warmth, getting the soil really warm, everything started to grow at once. And of course, that would be mostly grass and weeds. But it's that time of year, and I think there's going to be not a lot of let up. And of course, the other thing that happens at this time of year is this. Who else is playing the indoor-outdoor game with all their trays of seedlings? Yep. So that's also happening. It's madness with just the volume of seedlings and the amount of things that need to be potted on, and the time it takes to move them in and out and to water them all. It's been absolutely crazy. And of course, the other thing that has happened, of course, at Muddy Puddles Farm is I received a visitor. And some people may have seen the pop-up live on Friday with Jenny from the Plot, which was really fabulous. I really enjoyed that. And of course, if anybody wanted to check out Jenny's channel, that would be great. Her interview and her tour of the farm is up for everybody to see. So it's Jenny from the Plot. Yeah, we had the most fabulous day. And it forced me to stop and be gracious and be a host. And it was the first day in a really long time that I wasn't running from one project or one job to another. So it was really, really, it was a really well-deserved rest day. So, but yeah, I would love to hear from you. Have you had anything particularly exciting happen this week? What's the highlight of your week? Is it something you've been waiting a long time to germinate and it's finally happened? Or have you made alterations or extensions to your garden? Have you been to the garden centre and hit the shops and bought more seeds and plants? Or even have you had a visitor? You know, what's going on with you guys? That would be really nice to see. So time to check in with you guys, see who's here. And it's becoming a really regular habit that first person in is Rob from Rob's Attic. Okay, hi Rob. I'm fairly sure that you've had chats about how nice your weather is. I've seen you've had a few nice days on your videos too. And again, thank you, Jay, for everything you do. Always have a special mention for Jay because she is so helpful to the community, not just for my channel, but for lots of channels as well. And as you go through the chat later on, I'm sure Jay will be putting everybody's links in so you can check out each other's channels. So thank you very much, Jay, for everything you do with facilitating the show. We really all appreciate it very much. And again, Kirsty of Heart's Humble Homestead, who has previously been a guest, is in the chat as well. So hi, Kirsty. And she has had a lot going on. I was watching some of her videos earlier. Last one, there was foraging and bite and sting salve being made, which was really interesting. And it sounded very simple to make too. And of course, I've already shown this comment, but hi, Robin. It's nice. Robin's in from Chicagoland over in the USA. And it sounds like she has plans for potting up tomatoes, which I did mine yesterday. I was very pleased to get those moved on because they really needed it. Have I missed anyone? Not yet, I don't think so. There we go. Just scroll through. Ooh. Intrigued. Soon that will be me. I wonder what will be you, Robin. And there we go. Jay has put the link up. Thank you very much. To see Jenny in a plot. And that actually is also the very video that features me. Not that I've got a big head or anything. But yes. Right. So this week's news, I thought we'd have a little bit of news about the channel this week. And there are some changes afoot. Dun, dun, dun. There isn't a sound effect for that, so I did it myself. Dun, dun, dun. So during my videos, you may have noticed that there are some collaborations going on at the moment. One of them is called Across the Holdings, and that actually includes our very own Kirsty of Heart's Humble Homestead, among others. And that's quite interesting. That's an ongoing collaboration. There's also a collaboration with Growing with Stella, and that's an ongoing collaboration too, all about direct sowing and how different methods to do that, and how we are using direct sowing to overcome the fact that we don't have enough indoor space or polytunnels or greenhouses to cope with the amount of plant starts we need. And the general idea is to give the show that I'm doing a bit of an overhaul. The feeling I've got about my weekly videos is they're a bit samey, and what I really would like to do is to inject some fun into it, not just be educational or giving information, but actually to be something that is quite jovial and fun. And so I have some new segments I will be wedging in there, and I hope you enjoy them. But while I was thinking about doing that, I have got lots of ideas, and they will be coming up soon. So next few shows you watch, they will gradually change over and be a little bit different. But I wanted to ask you guys, because I'm making these for you, what new segments or topics would you like me to create? So if you have an idea that, you know, there's something you really wished you knew or could see, what would you like that to be? And I will check through the comments in a little while and see if anyone has any ideas of anything they would like to see. But I have a really big list of projects and ideas that I would like to try. Yeah, but they're secret. They're going to be, I'll reveal them, and you never know, if I get some good suggestions, they may get added too. Yes. And I've made one change already to the live show, which is another thing that will be changing a little bit. I've now decided its permanent name is Rebel Roots Permaculture and Food Growing. I think that speaks to a little bit of how I want to garden very differently. I'm quite a messy gardener. I like to invite the wildlife in and incorporate it into the garden rather than fight it. And I use a lot of my animals to actually work in the garden. So it's quite different. And I'm putting a real focus on the permaculture side of my growing and raising animals going forwards. So the other thing that has come up and I'm thinking about is I have a lot of commitments coming up for Wednesday evenings, and Wednesday evenings are going to be hard. And the main one is the fact that the Cornwall Flower Growers Hub meeting, where we make all our sales to the florists, happen on a Wednesday evening. And so that's one that I really need to go to. I really need to be present to be able to sell my flowers, to make the farm work and to be profitable. And it's just that they've now decided that that's a Wednesday evening, so that's going to make it very tricky for me. So the thought is the show is either going to have shows that I miss, or it's going to have a new home. And my feeling is Tuesday evening is the best day, because I don't want to clash with other live stream creators. I want to maintain good relationships with them. And also it's a time when I think a lot of people are free. So my question to you is, what do you think? Would that work for you guys? And I was considering moving it slightly earlier to a time slot of 7 p.m. instead of 8 p.m. UK time. And I apologize for not knowing what that is in the States and the different time zones. But I'm going to pop over to comments to see if we've had any comments through. See what we've got to. Oh, I scored flower hangers at $13.49 each. Gorgeous. One has geranium, Clabrachoa, maybe, and verbena. Crazy cheap. So excited. They have to go in the zipper greenhouses. There's the next 3 nights of frost temperatures. Oh, that is a bargain. So you've got the hangers and the plants in there, because the plants on their own would have cost more than $13.49. That is a really good bargain. Oh, hang on. There, I should have put that. There you go. So Robin Gardens has been getting flower bargains. And Jay's saying that you get similar hanging plant deals linked to Mother's Day. And Jay's asking if there's going to be even more fun after last week's party games. Yes, and I have, because everybody seemed to enjoy it so much, made another quiz for later on. So I'm hoping that you stick around. I know Rob will. And have a go at the show. So Robin's saying that last year that size hanger cost $25 each. No intention to buy yet, but how could I resist at half price? That is a good deal. I'm just thinking of the prices of just the plug plants to make your own are really, really massively expensive. Last week, Muddy Puddles Farm 500 celebration party, and this week I've got 550 subscribers. Jay's asking, how will the new name be utilized, i.e. channel name, farm name, live? So it's just the name for the new live stream. So the channel name is the same, still Muddy Puddles. It's all based around Muddy Puddles Farm, but the live stream name is Rebel Roots. And the reason for that is sometimes if I'm organising a guest or a topic, it takes me right to the last minute to get everything finalised and get the thumbnails up. And what I want to be able to do with the same name, I can go in and create the live streams so they're all scheduled and you can see them and you can click on them to be notified. But then I can go in later when I've finalised all the final arrangements about guests and the exact topics, and I can change the thumbnail to include what those topics and who those guests are, so that you guys get a bigger, a longer heads up and more notice as to what's coming up. And Rob is also starting his hanging baskets. Hanging baskets are great. I don't really have anywhere to put hanging baskets. Farm isn't. I suppose I could put some on the shed. That might look nice. Put one on each side. 2 hanging baskets, maybe. Oh no, Tuesday night is your boys' night out. Of course it is, Rob. Oh no. What time do you go out, Rob? Oh no. Okay, so 7 p.m. is 1 p.m. in Central Standard Time in the USA. How does it suit you though, Robin? Does it interfere with your plans? Because it's if it's a real problem for lots of people, then we will have to rethink and revisit where that sits. The other option I had in my head was possibly a Friday night, but then that interferes with a lot of people who like to go on a Friday night. So yeah. Jay saying to Robin, I'm the smaller bargain flower baskets. Yeah. And Tuesday's fine for me, and you moving it to earlier won't clash when Stella and Jenny do their monthly show. That's correct. It won't clash with those because I think they start at 8. I think that's because Stella works quite late. Oh, my laptop's wobbling. That's not good. And Jay's saying that the potential time would be 2 p.m. for Eastern Standard Time. Could Joe pose the same question about Jeju Day time in a community page? Yes, I will put a post up. Go out at 5 and back around 9. Okay, Rob. Well, I'll have a think. Yeah. Rob's saying Friday's good, so maybe maybe people could have a think about Friday. Maybe people could send me comments about which days suit them most. Robin, don't play around me. I'm here when I can be. If not, #replay. And that is true. #replay is always available. And I think what I'm trying to do is gauge the majority of people to keep most people happy. It's going to not suit everybody, but then there'll be people who are regularly not able to make it live that might be able to if the time changes. And Jay, thank you, Jay, because without you We've got no show links. Thank you, Jay. But yes, people let me know. Right, I think I've left. Hang on. Let's take that comment off the screen. Ooh. Thank you, Rob. No matter what, Joe, you do what's best for you. Thank you very much. I just know that Wednesdays won't work. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to sell my flowers, because that's the night when the flower hub meet. And of course, it's a big meeting. All the local florists come in, all the local flower growers go in. It's like a market. It's like a wholesale market for flowers, and it's the main way to sell your produce. And while I don't have anything at the moment, it's fine. I could potentially carry on for a little while. I do know it's eventually going to need to change. Now, this is exciting, and I'm a little bit sad that, oh dear, where are we? That Sean isn't here, because Sean helped with this. He had a big input into this. Minty, formerly known as number 9. So his suggestion was, in fact, it came from several people, but I think Sean also suggested mint sauce. And I tried it out for a little while, and it got abbreviated to Minty, and that worked really, really well. So now when I say Minty, he looks at me worried. The next name, also influenced by Sean, is Woolly Jumper, formerly known as One Spot 26. So that's the boy, the twin boy. And we had to differentiate them between 1 spot and 2 spot, because 2 spot was the girl. Next up we have Woolly Nelson, named after the great guitarist and musician, American musician, Willie Nelson. So Woolly Nelson, formerly known as number 33. And my husband named this next one, and he thought it was hilarious. So Merrill Sheep, formerly known as 2 spot, number 26. So yeah, that is the official names of the lambs now. So we have all the names for all the sheep. Oh, Sean is here. Hi, Sean. You made just in time. I'm Sean's not here to hear the announcement for the sheep's name. Yes. So I don't know if you heard all the sheep's names, but we can pop them. You can, people can pop them in chat. If you didn't hear them, let me know. I can pop them up again. Storms Radio's here as well. Welcome in, Sean. I like them, Robin. I like the names. Oh, Sean's been planting zinnias. I've had some germination on my zinnias, finally. And then I spent the entire day shooing the pheasants off them. So I'm going to have to think of something to do. I'm thinking firecrackers, because it sounds a bit like gunfire, and I don't want to actually shoot them, but it might make them think twice. Recap them briefly. And Sean said he did hear them, but we will recap them very briefly. Hang on. Just because I found it and I like it. Minty, formerly known as number 9. Woolly Jumper, as named by Sean the gardener, formerly known as 1 spot 26. Woolly Nelson, formerly known as number 33. And lastly, but not least, my husband named Merrill Sheep, formerly known as 2 spot or number 26. There we go. And I think that's all the chat caught up with. Now, we had such a lot of fun last week, but the thing that everybody enjoyed the most, I believe from feedback, was the quiz. And so if you were very diligent and stuck ahead and looked at the description of the live stream, you'd have spotted in there I put in some references of sources I used to create a quiz. And so that is what's next. Excuse me, I have a dry throat coming on. I don't want to croak the questions out. So I've got a I'll get my I'm going to have another drink and I'll try again. There's a huge murmuration of birds of some sort outside my window. I thought it was the wrong time of year for that. They've gone now. Yeah, so it's multiple choice questions. So you will have a choice of answers. Some of them are a bit specific to the UK, but it's worth having a guess, and you never know, you may know the answers. So this question number 1 is, which flower is famously associated with Lancashire? A rose, B, a daffodil, C, a lily, or D, a tulip? Answers in the comments, A, B, C, or D, or you put the flower name. Rob saying A. Jay's guessing A, a rose. Kirsty saying A. Any other? Oh, Storm's Radio thinks it's going to rain. Okay, let's have a look. Who is correct? I think we had all correct answers. A rose. Second question. I'm starting with the easy ones. I'm building your confidence. So, what is the name for the art of training trees or shrubs into formal shapes? A, topiary, B, espalier, C, bleaching, or D, hedging? Storm's Radio's got an A. Kirsty has an A. So that will be topiary. Oh, Rob's got a C, which is bleaching. Topiary, but kind of B too. Espalier, yeah. So they're all types of training trees, but I think the clue was into the formal shapes, so like the spheres and the obelisks, and the actual answer was topiary. But you do bleach and espalier trees in particular for shaping. So the espalier is to obviously create the fan shape on the wall. And the bleaching, I think, probably some of the most prominent gardens would have bleached, and that's to shape the trees to make the branches meet up. It's usually to create something like a tunnel or something like that. It's really beautiful if it's done well. So I would say that the first 3 were correct. Hi Eddie. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of a quiz. Yeah, hedge on stilts, there you go. By weaving and tying and grafting your branches together, typically creating a flat form or raised screen. That is true. Usually, yeah. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, topiary, sure. That was the correct answer, but shaping them for a formal shapes, I think bleaching and espalier are both quite formal shapes. So next question. Which of these common garden evergreen hedge are known for causing neighbourly disputes due to its height? Laurel, leylandi, beech, or yew? So A is laurel, B is leylandi, C is beech, and D is yew. Now, I think they all grow incredibly tall, but I think of those, there's one in particular that grows very tall and very rapidly. Rob's got the answer B. You can have a guess, Kirsty. Hi, Danny. Nice to see you here. We're having a little bit of a quiz. The question's on the screen. Yeah, Jay's guessing you. I'm making trouble. I'm always making trouble. I'm always making trouble, Jay. It's nice to see you here. And I have to confess, Danny, I need to watch you live from the potting shed. I didn't know you were going to be on. And yeah, I didn't get the answer's B. I expect that happens. I expect that there are quite a few disputes. So Leylande. So all of those species grow quite high, but you notoriously grows very slowly. But Leylande grow really prolifically, really tall, really quickly, and they're so dense it blocks light. And I think that's the biggest where the disputes come from, because the light gets blocked. There we go. Now, I apologize. This is a very British question for people who are watching from America. So the Royal Horticultural Society, the RHS, holds a flower show at which Cheshire Park? Is it A, Tatton Park, B, Biddulph Grange, C, Arley Hall, or D, Dunham Massey? Let's see how. Oh, thank you, Jay. Jay's popping in people's links. Oh, you didn't know you were going on either, Danny? That was a bit of a surprise. 100% B. Yeah. A. No guess at all. Hi, Steve. Nice to see you in. We're having a bit of a quiz. You're not too late to join in. We have the question on the screen. There we go. Take you down so you can see that. And the Royal Horticultural Society, the RHS, holds a flower at which Cheshire Park? A, Tatton Park, B, Biddulph Grange, C, Arley Hall, or D, Dunham Massey? Danny's saying Tatton Park. Oh, hi, Adri. Oh no, it moved. There we go. Try that one. There. Hi, welcome in, Adri. It's nice to see you here. We're having a bit of a quiz at the moment. And now I can't switch it off because it's gone too far up the screen. Question is on the board. Let's see. Sean's saying, I've been to Biddulph Grange. It's nice there, but is that where they hold the flower show? Sean. Oh, not many people committing to that. Committing an answer to that one must be tricky. And Danny's the only one that's answered that one. And the answer is Danny's right. If you're not sure, just answer the same as Danny. We say that whenever Jason's on as well. Like, if you don't know the answer, copy Jason. Okay. This one, I think, is probably a guess one for most people. So, what is the popular name for the plant Araucaria, if I've said that right, Araucana, which originates in Chile? Is it A, the snake tree, B, monkey puzzle tree, C, dragon tree, or D, umbrella tree? And just heard me absolutely murdering some Latin there. That was free. That's bonus. I'm going to pop across to the comments and see if we have any comments. Rob saying B. Curtis saying B, but it's a guess. Robin has said monkey puzzle tree. Robin is a master gardener now. Hi, Drida. Nice to see you here. I'm half here. I need to pot up a tomato, take a shower, go to bed. Oh, goodness me. You're busy. Oh, Sean's going to try B. Steve's saying it's a monkey puzzle tree. Weeps in cluelessness in difficult plant info. The great thing about multi-choice is you don't have to say that you don't know. You can just take a guess and go, oh, I got muddled up with something else. The answer is B, the monkey puzzle tree. Oh dear, I'm now realizing. I thought these questions were brilliant. I've just realised they're all very Anglo-centric. I apologise to all my viewers from the States and other places. So, which famous landscape designer is associated with the 18th century English landscape garden movement? Is it A, Gertrude Jekyll, B, Capability Brown, C, Bitter Slackville West, or D, Beth Chatto? Oh, Sean's right in there with B, Capability Brown, and so is Rob. It's fair, I don't know how to spell B. That's fine. So we've got 3 people committed to B, which is Capability Brown. Give you another few seconds to answer if you know. He's not as good as you. Gertrude has a rose named after her. I did not know that. Steve is saying B. Capability Brown was known for his landscapes, and he designed huge parks and was known to tear down small villages and completely rebuild them so they sat in the land, more aesthetically pleasing. And he created chains of large ponds and lakes that tied together, and his work is still on show now if you visit the right places. And what I should have done is researched some of those places and put links up, and I didn't, so I'm sorry. Now, this is definitely, if Jason were here, I'd be copying Jason's answer, because this is definitely a Jason sort of answer question. So, which of these plants is used in the treatment of leukemia? Is it A, a foxglove, B, lavender, C, rosemary, or D, the yew? B, Lancelot. B. Do we have answers? Jay's guessing a foxglove. Foxglove is used in medicine. It's a good shout. Is it used to treat leukemia? I'm not sure if Steve and Kirsty are answering B to this question or the last one. Rob's going to guess C. Do we have any more votes in? This is a question I didn't know the answer to. I did know foxglove was used to treat heart conditions, and lavender's used to treat lots of different things, but it's actually the yew tree in the Taxus family. In which UK county is the National Trust Bodnant Garden located? A, Cornwall, B, Conway, C, Kent, or D, Yorkshire? Oh dear, I've got another very UK-centric, Anglo-centric. Yeah, see, the foxglove is for a heart condition. That is correct. I don't think they use foxglove anymore. I think they synthesize it. I think that's a lot with a lot of the medicines now. Jay's going to guess Kent. Sean's guessing Kent as well. Any more guesses? Just waiting to see. Kirsty's saying B. Rob's going to say C. Okay, the answer is, and there is a definite winner, B, Conway. So well done, Kirsty. Okay, I'll give you one that's not as... Some of these questions you either know or you don't, but this one I think is slightly better known. What is a common name for the flowering plant Helleborus, often known for blooming in winter and early spring? Is it A, a snowdrop, B, a winter rose, C, winter aconite, or D, winter clematis? Snowdrop, winter rose, winter aconite, or winter clematis? Rob's going with A. Robin's going B. Kirsty's going B. Any more takers? Jay's guessing a snowdrop. Sean's going with the winter rose, which is a B. Winter rose or the Christmas rose. Steve's going B. Got lots of B's. And a big reveal. The answer is B, the winter rose, or commonly known as a Christmas rose. There we go. Question 10. We've got, what is a whip in gardening terms? Is it A, a type of trellis, B, a young tree, C, a perennial weed, or D, a pruning tool? Sorry, that confused me because it had D and then a big A straight after it. I'm like, I've done A. So is it A, a type of trellis, B, a young tree, C, a perennial weed, or D, a pruning tool? What is a whip in gardening terms? Not A. That's quite true. It's definitely not A. I'll let you off that one. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 B's and definitely not A. Oop. Yeah, B, young tree. Farmhouse Kitchen Adri is saying B as well. The B's having it. So it is specifically a young tree, and basically it's an unbranched seedling. So it's a single stem, usually a year old, first year tree seedling, which interestingly is what I used to plant up my 2 acres of woodland at the bottom of the farm. Okay, so which plant is famously known as the gillyflower in Old English? A, a carnation, B, a rose, C, a violet, or D, lavender? Which plant is famously known as the gillyflower? Oh! So this is me constantly talking about my trees and putting whips in. Oh, that's nice. So this would have come back from very old England, and at a time where people would wear flowers and send messages with flowers. And there's a very specific flower. I didn't know the answer. I just read about it afterwards. Yes, Victorian times. Yeah. Oh, no, I pressed the wrong button again. Made everything on my screen go funny. It's actually a carnation, and I'm thinking it's got something to do with why we probably wear them for weddings, but that's a guess on my part. No. Last question, guys. Which of these gardening items was first brought to Britain in 1847? A, garden hoses, B, garden gnomes, C, plastic pots, or D, secateurs? It's a fun question. Doesn't matter whether the answers are wrong or right. It's just a little bit of silliness. But something was brought to the British garden in 1847. What would that be? Got a few people guessing secateurs. Oh, Rob's going garden gnomes. So Steve. I don't know if we can. Oh, Kirsty's going for secateurs. I think in 1847, plastic hadn't been invented. I don't know. I suppose they could have made garden hoses from old-fashioned rubber, but I think they would have perished. It kind of leaves less answers there. The daughter says garden hose. Sean's saying garden gnomes. Well, the answer to that question is, in fact, well done if you said garden gnomes. Who knew it? Garden gnomes have such a long and interesting history. I think it's D. Do you know what? Logically, I thought that would be what it was. I mean, who would have thought? Yeah, plastic wasn't invented until into the 1900s. Not at all. But who'd have thought? You think of 1850s as being quite serious and formal gardens, and who'd have thought that somebody bought a garden gnome and thought that was a good idea? And it's all their fault. The garden gnomes that exist now are all their fault. So I hope you enjoyed that quiz. It was just a little bit of silliness. So we've done that. Would you guys like a short quiz at the end of each live stream each week or monthly, or would you prefer to stay on topic? Thoughts in the comments, and I will be led by you. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. Maybe it's something we do occasionally. Oh, you're absolutely right, Jay. Had they patented the garden gnome, they would be rich. Pruners came even earlier. That makes sense. There's some garden knowledge. Victorian people put gargoyles on their churches. I love their statues. They did love statues. Yeah, occasionally is fabulous. And I will make sure the next one is not UK focused. I should have not put so many Anglophile questions in. Let's take that banner down. I don't think we need to have that up. Let's get rid of that one. Quiz banners. Not quite sure. There we go, get rid of that one. So I think maybe we'll do a monthly short quiz. Maybe that's what we do. Okay, so we're going to wind up in a few minutes. So there's John saying, more quizzes gets my kids involved. That's good. If we can get the kids involved in learning anything about gardening, that's always good. So I'm going to finish up in a few minutes. I'll try and keep up with the chat. If you've been lurking in the background and listening but not put a comment in, it's your last chance to put a comment in. If you don't put comments in, I don't think Jay knows you're here and she can't link your channel for people to check out and see. So please make sure that you have said hi in the chat if you haven't already, so that Jay can link your videos so people can go in later, check out your channels, and see what you're all about as well. And also people who watch the replay, who watch the live chat, will see your links also. So please make sure you've said hi. If anyone wants to contact me, then my email is Joe. So email me, email Joe. So my email is muddypuddlesfarmjacobstowe@gmail.com. I know it's a bit long, but you can also find the email address on the channel page if you click more information at the top, and it has the description of the channel, and my email can be found in there, so you can always find it there to email me also. If you have any comments or suggestions about the live stream or my videos or topics you would like me to cover, feel free to comment to me or to email me. And indeed, if you want to appear on the live stream as a guest, then you will be very welcome. Drop me a line, drop me an email, and we can plan something, pop something in there for you. So that's available to you all. Oh, I don't have, I've put that one in wrong. Let's edit that one. No, let's not do that. Let's just, I'll just say it. So going forwards, the live stream is going to change evening. I'm going to be here live next week on May the 6th, but going forwards after that, the live stream is going to have to change evening. A Tuesday or a Friday are both viable options. It's a case of the Flower Hub, the wholesale flower market in our area have decided now that they're going to meet on a Wednesday, which is where you take in all your flowers to the wholesale meet up, and all the florists are there, and that's where I will be able to make sales of my flowers. It's quite an important part of my business going forward, so it's not something I can miss. So I'm looking for a new home. I am here next week, next Wednesday, but I'd like your feedback and comments about which would be best for you guys, a Tuesday evening or a Friday evening, and I will go with the majority vote. So it's not planned around what's any particular person. I'm not going to be able to keep everybody happy, and I'm really sorry about that. But I will go with what the majority feel that would be best for them. And there is always team replay. Just check if there are any last comments, and then I will be, yeah, Steve saying Tuesday or Fridays are great. Where is this to Joe? Where is what to? Oh, the Flower Hub. So you need to join the Flower Hub. Have you got an email, Sean? Or email me. I will send you details. It's kind of, you pay annually. It's not a lot. I think it was £50, and then you join a WhatsApp group, and there's a whole website behind it. And basically, on a Monday, you go out and count your flowers and say what you have available. Then the florist can log on, and they can pre-book, so reserve flowers just for them, and then you cut either the reserve flowers and just take those, or if you want to, you can cut the extra flowers, and then it's just whoever's there can, if they want to, buy your flowers, but it may be you take them home again. But they meet down near St. Q. I do sell to some florists directly, but the majority of my sales would be there. And my neighbour loves all kinds of statues, so it's my yard. Then there's my yard full of gargoyles, a bunch lined up on the seating wall. We call them the Council of Elders. I like that. You'll have to put that on one of your videos. I like gargoyles too. What we got there, Sean? Yes, Friday is good, but Tuesday good too. Fair enough. Near you. I don't know. St. Q's this way. No, not St. Q. What am I thinking? Trelew, but it's on the same St. Q highway. It's just before you get to St. Q highway. I think there might be another St. Q. St. Q highway on the A39. We'll talk later, Sean. We'll email things. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. just one last banner, which is thank you all for keeping me company. I will see you next time. It has been a pleasure. And yep, email me if you want to. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye now.